Copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Action 1976 allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit in favor of fair use. All media news video is news for the purpose of review and commentary on the terms of fair use. All footage, music, and images news all belong to their respective companies.
The very anime I got me interested into anime, manga, and potential light novel was a shonen anime. I know was secretly obsessed about it. 2 years after knowing about its existence, I got obsessed with other shonen anime, and afterwards I began watching other anime, reading other manga, and that's how I became the adolescent otaku I am today. Fortunately or unfortunately, depends on how you're looking at it. The anime manga I enjoy aren't all manly, action-packed, full of fights and shonen. About 90.5-95% of the anime manga and potential light novel I enjoy now are rom-com, ecchi, harem, okay, and occasional drama involving high school students. Luckily though, in the last 9.57% I do have the drama shonen other genres that aren't rom-com, harem, and sometimes drama. One of those would be Medaka, an adaptation of Nature Essential manga, animated by Gainax and directed by Soichi Eki, airing a total of 12 episodes in the spring of 2012. The supposed plot of Medaka takes place at Hakuneo Academy, where Medaka Kukami is the council president, and shows all of the other student council positions. Medaka sets up a suggestion box known as Medaka Box, and despite of how much overpowered she is, Medaka offers her also Najimi Zenkichi Hiroshi a place in the student council. After declaring he will definitely not join the student council rule, his Zenkichi joins anyway, and they begin their adventurous high school lives. Like all other shonen anime, the beginning only gives you what appears to be the plot. Don't get me wrong, I actually like plots where an episode is dedicated to solving a certain person's problem, or just between after the problem solved, and the whole arc is about solving various people's problems. But overall, even this film, average Medaka plot, in my opinion, is only there to show how great Medaka is. It's only towards the end where things get a little out of plot and more intriguing, which is what shonen animes are about. Despite being a tough episode anime, the last one was filler. I don't mind if it ended on 11 rather than 12 or 13. Heck, there are other animes out there that end on 10 into a much less excellent and 8. The filler, much like other ones, was useless. I was only there to show us how the student council can imagine it without Medaka, which now that I think about it is actually in some ways. Despite that, I still think they just added on 11 and add that one important scene in the end which is definitely seen about season 2. Luckily, that came out in the same year and not too long afterwards as well.
Just like any other shonen anime, Medaka Box has a wide range of characters who only get about 5% of screen time, while many protagonists and heroines get that 9%. First of all, we have overpowered Merushi type Medaka Kukami, the student council president of Hakuneo Academy, who has a pair of opal large on her head. Next is student council's second member and Medaka's also Najimi, the Kubino Zenkichi Fukuyoshi, who no matter what means when by Medaka's side. Afterwards, we have Zenkichi's collectionist know-it-all friend, Hansude Shinori, who isn't in the student council. Getting back to the student council members are the pretty boy Judo Oro, Koki Akune, and magnifique swimmer Morgana Kichiwa. Surprisingly, there wasn't anyone among the wide range of characters who took me off the scientist at all. And I like to compliment Morgana, who, despite being clueless and can't understand situation types, is quiet and reserved rather than annoying, cheerful all the time. As for the OC composed by Tatsuya Kato, it did fit the mood at times, but there wasn't really anything special about it. Medaka Box is shown in anime, and there were times where I found myself where I myself was pumped up. The OC during those times helped me get pumped up more. There are a few tracks I would personally listen to. The opening Happy Crazy Box sung by Minami Kobayashi alone was able to give me just as energetic and as pumped up as the scenes were. The ending O Hanabate ni Sureti by Takase Akito Isaki was truly calm and fluffy. This may just be me being deep about taking English for the first time, but I think that both the opening and ending represent Medaka's character. Happy Crazy Box is powerful and energetic, reflecting Medaka's strength and spirit, whereas the ending is quiet and toned down, reflecting a much softer side of Medaka deep within her. The voice acting was fun, as the show had people like Akito Isaki, Ai Kayano, Himekato, and Wonfuku. When it comes to animation mechanics, I'm going to honestly say I was disappointed. Call me spoiled and picky, I'll admit I had high expectations since Gainax was animating it. But I thought the animation can be considered average. I know this mainly because for the most of Medaka Box's beginning there was a lot of fight scenes, and when it came to Medaka and you it was a street fight in the end. That in my opinion was average. Hell, with small fights Medaka had before more fluid than a big fight. So it was good to see that Gainax actually made an effort to make the backgrounds and characters move at times.
This anime really got me interested in reading manga, which I did, and afterwards Medaka Box became the third shonen manga to become my number one manga. I suppose all the credit goes to Initial Issue, which is created for this one, but so but this is an anime, so Eki could have just added more things if he wanted to. Medaka Box did not touch a lot on the subject of friendship and didn't give long speeches concerning body compared to traditional anime. Rather, Medaka Box spoke on some elements which I found entertaining and smart. Medaka Box's first anime season was very average one, but it just gave me a start on what Medaka Box is all about. Fortunately, after the last arc the anime covered, it's where things get more intriguing and spicy for us. At this point, you're probably wondering whether or not to watch Medaka Box. If nothing have interest in you, then I'd say it's fine to skip it. But for the rest of you people, give it a try first. If you still don't like it, there's also the manga and second season Medaka Box Act Noble. From my perspective, Medaka Box is shown anime slash manga, but somewhat different if you look at it much closely and much longer. Medaka Box receives a 5.4 out of 10 Fushi for me.